Hi, I'm Dr. Archie Crosley, and welcome to Real World Pediatrics. The title of this piece is Asking Questions. Well, I don't need to tell you parents that children need to be taught how to solve problems or get out of tricky situations. Unfortunately, though, too many children are not taught how to solve a problem, and this doesn't seem to be an important issue on the school or family agenda. I know that when I was a child, I was never taught how to solve a problem. And consequently, I always felt a certain level of anxiety when confronted with a situation. And it may be that you, as an adult, feel that way also. Confronted with problems that need to be solved, people often get anxious and then too often come to a judgment first and then fit facts around that judgment. Then, when confronted with objections to their hasty judgment, people then dig their heels into the ground to defend their position. Now, I don't have to tell you that this is a flawed approach. And this flawed approach is reinforced by this macho culture that we have implemented in the United States of America, the need to save face. Children need to be taught to ask questions first when confronted with tricky situation. Now, perhaps it's a comment that could be taken the wrong way. Asking questions can save them a lot of grief. For example, when someone makes a comment that could be interpreted as an insult, it's better to look at the person and say, "What do you mean by that?" rather than blowing up at them or steaming about it silently. When enough high-quality questions are asked, the correct solution to the problem will often result. Now, this has been my experience. When children are taught to ask questions first without making judgments, they immunize themselves against simple solutions, which can often be disastrous. Asking questions can also help alleviate their anxiety when confronted with a problem. The more facts a child has, the better able they will be to solve the problem. The goal is, through question asking, to put themselves in a better position. When confronting people, it's always better to ask questions first before making judgments. A person is less likely to encounter antagonism. Now, unfortunately, social media and the internet tend to make us instant experts on everything. We read an article and we instantly think we know everything. Of course, such cannot possibly be the case. Still, we feel this need to jump in and speak when we should say nothing. I'm the same way. It's always better to ask questions first and let the answers to our questions lead us to a conclusion rather than the other way around. It's always better to ask a dumb question today than to make a dumb mistake tomorrow. And if people laugh at you for asking what they consider a dumb question, laugh back at them and say, "I like asking dumb questions. Doesn't bother me when people laugh at me. I saved a lot of money and grief asking dumb questions. I'm going to laugh all the way to the bank." Thank you.